So anyway, moving on, we have a great lineup of guests today here to talk about things from that are far beyond all these hot potatoes. Let's get into more fun stuff. Our first guest is the CEO of the Dream Hotel Group, which has properties all over the world. Let's welcome Jay Stein. How you doing?
Hey, guys.
Hey, I travel a lot. So do you. We actually stayed at one of your properties,
I love to hear
that. And I go to different hotels like, oh, here's something I've never seen. Millennials, which, you know, we both are.
And me too, yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. So you speak the language. Millennials, I feel we really like to have a unique experience. It's about experience travel, and I hear the phrase a lot that experience is the new luxury. From your point of view, what popular trends are you seeing among millennial travelers like us?
You know, I'm certainly not a millennial, though I have a daughter that's 26 and know a lot of her friends, so I stay in contact through them. But even through when I was that age, we traveled a lot, you know, and it was about experiences back in the late 60s and the 70s. And, you know, people wanted to be on the road, see different things. And, you know, hotels were a place where you could stay or camp out, wherever it may be. And now you've got Airbnb and other opportunities. So travel is a big part, and it's always been. You know, this industry is 5,000 years old because people have been traveling. And you basically need somewhere safe, somewhere warm or cool to sleep, and hopefully someone to talk to and get some food and drink. And our industry, though it's changing a lot, and we'll talk about some of that, it's really the basic needs of people that want to travel, and it's just human nature that you want to be out there and experience things.
It's also the world's largest industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that travel is the world's largest industry. So tell us, how are you guys competing with Airbnb? Because a lot of young people just say, hotels, I'm going to go rent from someone.
Well, you know, we're different. You know, that's the good thing. You know, you do provide a place to sleep, so that is similar in that sense. But Airbnb, you're staying in somebody's apartment or you're staying in somebody's home. And that's very different than staying in a hotel where you're going to have restaurants and bars and nightclubs and social places and health and wellness and lots of different. So we're a very different product. Is it an offer now that wasn't there before? It's been there a long time before Airbnb, but obviously now it's blown up. I think where it really fits in, when I use it, I generally will travel with a group of friends, and then it's fun to stay in a big apartment or a big house where you can have 4 or 5 couples, and there's 10 people staying at a different destination, and it's difficult to do that in a hotel and really have that, you know. And I see my daughter doing it. They're going to Joshua Tree next week, and you know, they've got 10 friends, and they're going to take an Airbnb. And so, yeah, we compete well against them because again, we're very different. Products are very different. And also, they're now having to comply with laws that initially they were
skirting around laws.
But when they did take full buildings and ran them like hotels and not have the proper insurances and things like that, many cities, including New York, have cracked down tremendously on that. So the impact, it's not nearly as big as other disruptors in our industry, which happened 20 years ago when the OTAs, when Expedia and those types of, you know.
Yeah, when you could book your own hotel room. Yeah.
Because before then, you couldn't see 25 hotels on one page and the price all within 2 blocks.
You had to call, yeah.
So we got disrupted a long, long time ago. And so Airbnb is not as big a disruption.
For me and my friends who go for Airbnb, right, we think, oh, we're going to have a homestay. We're going to be part of the local culture. We get to see people really do in their daily lives. Hotels, on the other hand, you guys provide the convenience, like I don't have to pick up the key at this time. I can just show up to the front desk and check myself in because there is a clerk 24/7, presumably, right? But what are the hotels doing to provide your customers and travelers like me a more immersive experience?
Yeah, so we've always been local. You know, our types of hotels, and we're lifestyle hotels, we build all of our public areas for the community that we're in. We don't really build them for the hotel guest that's coming to stay. And most companies may talk that game, but they really don't build their properties that way. So when we're doing our restaurants and our bars and our nightclubs, we care about the community that we're in. Those are the people that we want using them. And then the hotel guests, when they come down, they see good-looking people from the local community having fun. They're never upset that, you know.
I've been to your hotel here, and I haven't stayed there. Exactly that. The Dream Hotel here in Times Square has a great rooftop.
Right.
Yeah.
And we actually started that whole rooftop craze many, many years ago. And
you guys invented rooftop?
we really did. We did. We don't get the credit. There were hotels that had them before, but none with a nightlife component, with a velvet rope and getting in and the whole scene. But yeah, when we did the Ava Lounge on the First Dream Hotel on 55th and Broadway, that was the real first rooftop bar of what they've become now, where you don't build a hotel in Iowa without having a rooftop bar on it now. So, yeah, we kind of started that craze.
So tell us about the impact of technology on your industry. You touched a little bit on you got disrupted a long time ago, but now we have artificial intelligence, augmented reality, Internet of Things. There's so many things going on in technology. How is that changing the hotel industry?
Not all that much, to be completely honest with you. It's fun, and we've implemented, we have Google Assist at the front desk, so somebody that doesn't speak English could speak into Google, and it tells the front desk clerk what they're saying, and the clerk speaks back, and it goes to the guest in their language. So things like that are great, and it's easier. But to say, hey, Google, send up towels to my room is not really an earth-shattering, invention. And again, I said our industry is pretty basic. It's been around for a long, long time. Where we are seeing, some interesting changes with the use of artificial intelligence on the sales side. So to be able to see a hotel in virtual reality, from the comfort of your home, and see really what is the rooftop bar like, what are the restaurants like, what are the guest rooms like.
What, you're going to send the robot around so we can experience happy hour before we actually go?
We haven't done the robot yet, but I would love to figure out how to do that to clean the rooms and to save the money on labor, and I think it's possible. It's difficult.
A robot that cleans? I don't even think the Japanese are doing that yet.
Well, not yet, but they are doing the floors, right? You've got,
of course.
So there's a lot of things that can be done, but it's difficult. It's not right around the corner. Those labor savings.
I like it when before I book the actual room, and I can see, oh, this angle, that angle, where exactly is the bed? What's the wallpaper like? It's helpful. I know it's small details, but helpful.
And the new apps that I'm really excited about, that you could sit on a plane, be on Wi-Fi, check into your hotel 4 hours before you get off the flight, pick which room you're going to want to stay in, on what floor, what's available within the class that you booked in. Your phone now becomes your room key, and you walk in with your rolling suitcase, and you go right to the elevator, right to your room, and you don't even stop at the front desk or anything. So,
what other trends are you adapting to cater to us millennials?
Well, again, the types of hotels that we build are aimed at people that want to have experiences. We tend to have great, pools in our hotels, great restaurants and bars. The Dream Downtown was voted the most Instagrammable hotel, and when we built the hotel, Instagram wasn't around yet. So this whole thing about
that was by accident.
Well, it was by great design and fun items. We have a great Mexican restaurant called Bodega Negra, and it's a great fusion type of restaurant. And outside the area in the lobby, there's this amazing American flag built out of Mexican beer cans. And it's just a great, design element. And people just love to take pictures, and that was part of the whole why it was voted the most Instagrammable hotel.
I love your windows. I think they're very beautiful, like photogenic.
Yeah, so we didn't build that. Was the original building. It was part of the Maritime Union. That's why it's porthole windows for, like an ocean liner. And so we took that and we added about an $18 million stainless steel skin to the building, and then created Dream Downtown.
Well, Jay, yesterday before you leave, I want to tell you this. I went to a lecture with a $1 billion developer in town, and the number one thing he said was you have to provide aesthetically pleasing things for people. And right now, the most Instagrammable thing in New York is the Vessel right here, the biggest sculpture in Hudson Yards. And this man is the developer of Hudson Yards. So you guys are right on the money, and congratulations on all your success.
Great,
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
Appreciate it.